I'm Maureen Burns, and I had the idea to start One Book, One County 16, 17 years ago. So it's always been a deep part of my heart, and excited to talk about it.
Good morning, I'm Carole. I was immediately interested in One Book, and since I love to read, and then so that was my opportunity to be part of it.
So what are some of your favorite memories of One Book, One County, Montcalm?
There are so many, and they're very involved with people and the programs as much as the book. As I thought about them, I think that Kite Runner was such a star. Everything about it was so fabulous. The book, Joyce, we got to go to Lansing, and Michigan State brought him in for their One Book, and we got to hear him, some of us. It was just a phenomenal experience to think that that was almost all true in what he wrote about. Jodi Picoult's book was our third book, I think, and we had a doctor come in, infertility specialist, and it was so wonderful to see those issues brought to light, and that people came who had struggled with that, and they could be helped from it. The book about Asperger's I thought was so wonderful, because I remember the audience that came was almost 200 people, and every single one of them had somebody that they loved that had Asperger's or something similar, so, autism. It was really moving. The African boys were beyond belief and had lived through things that none of us could read and imagine in a million years. Little boys could be thrown into that and live through that and end up at Greenville and Montcalm County talking about it. Katie suggested Mrs. Pettigrew. What was the name of it?
Major Pettigrew's
Major
Last Stand. Yes.
Yep.
The Last Stand of Major Pettigrew?
Yes. Yes.
She had suggested it, and then the author came, and she was British, wasn't she? And she was so
great.
funny. People
Yes.
just loved her.
She's great.
So, there's so much more than just the book when I think about it, that just lots of good, wonderful memories of people, and how it brought people together from all kinds. Oh, and the garden tour.
Oh,
The one we
was
had was a garden
spectacular.
tour.
Oh.
It was a gorgeous day like today, and people just came from all over, and we toured these beautiful gardens around. And it was so fun because it was all county people. It wasn't just people from here. So that was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was just a really special one, because we just didn't imagine that we'd have that many people come through.
And wherever you looked, there were people walking, looking at gardens, and happy, and it was great fun.
It was great.
So Maureen, you've mentioned something that is so true through all the years and so important, is that One Book, while it is the book, it is the people. The readers, the people who've come to share their stories with us, either as speakers or as readers in discussion.
Right.
So, and not just those people, but the people who were kind of there in the earlier days. Like Carole, what were some of your thoughts about?
I remember a lot of the same things. Like I say, the garden tour was I still think about it and how much fun it was. And, and really, it wasn't all that much work. Actually, the people that had the gardens had more work than we did.
Just a little more.
But it was just so much fun. And then I remember too the book discussions and how people would get excited about things, and they were always such good discussions, because everybody had an idea, and even if you didn't like the book, I remember at the one I went to at the library, there was a gentleman there, and he really did not like the book, but it made for a better discussion.
Right.
So it was a really great thing for our county, for our people.
So on behalf of everybody, I would like to say thank you for being our mothers, grandmothers, special aunties in a community of readers.
Thanks.
We're glad it's continued. We're so
Yeah,
happy
so happy.
that it's continued. So